in our dealership, like buying cars. If someone's gonna try to buy cars, they're probably gonna make mistakes buying the wrong inventory for our lot. They may have overpaid for the car. We're gonna lose money when we sell it, right? Oh, they bought a red color car when we know red was a terrible color, right? But if I don't let them make those mistakes and see the mistakes happen, that's a part of the growth of being a used car manager or buying cars, acquiring cars, right? And so that happened to me. I was super scared the first time my manager told me, I just buy 5 cars. He's like, don't worry about it, just buy 5.
Yeah.
Right? And then we'll talk about, what the 5 you bought, why you bought them, what was the thought process behind them, right? Justify it. And then that was the best exercise I could have ever done. I was super scared because I thought I would be criticized, but it was very much a non-judgmental. It's like I made 1 mistake or 2 mistakes on how I bought them, but because he explained the why behind they were mistakes, I just made sure that it's like, hey, I know what to look for now moving forward when I keep buying cars.
Is there something against red cars? Like I have a red car.
You have a red car?
I have a red Mustang.
For whatever reason, it's like black and white's black, white, grays. Okay. Those are your safest colors. This typically we talk about.
Damn it.
So if it's like a red car, we sometimes say it may take longer to sell.
Okay.
Right? So it's just a joke we say, but not that people don't buy a red car.
I love my red car.
Yeah. Or it's no different than, like there's insurance like in Ontario. If it's a red car, automatically you have to pay more premium because red is associated with speed. So they think someone with a red car is going to speed.
That's crazy.
Right? So it's a psychological thing, right? But and there's validity behind it because that's why they charge the premiums they do. But yeah, apparently if you were to do a survey, people with red cars are more likely to speed.
So this comes down to like the data sort of thing?
Yeah, 100%.
Is there any other like random data that is tracked that like you look at and you're like, why is this being tracked? When you get like those reports, those tableaus of things of, you said there's like a lot of them. Is there like you obviously see, okay, how many calls and sales and cars sold, but is there something like quirky or weird that you're like, oh, this many, if a car has 2 door handles versus 4 door handles, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, is there something like that
I think
sells more or is better?
I think for the most part, like the data is pretty like black and white.
Okay.
The story that you get from them, like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and sometimes it might be short-minded to think that it's not making sense to you right now, but like after like 90 days of looking at it, it's like I missed the whole story, right? And now I understand. So you have to be careful that you don't miss the story too. Like you have to be quick at looking at data constantly because data is evolving based off of consumer demand, right? Like even with COVID, that was a huge thing. What happened with COVID is very unique. New cars production like almost halted.
Yeah.
We had microchip shortages, which prevented us from getting new inventory. And then the used car market like flew through the roof, right? A car that someone maybe let's say paid 15 grand for, all of a sudden is worth 18 grand after them driving it for a year or two, right? And it's like they were in a market that no one would have ever thought was possible, right? But if I look at it from a data perspective, it makes no sense. How can a used car appreciate in value like that? Unless it's like a collector car, like a Porsche of a unique model or whatever. Right? Or a Lamborghini that's very like 1 in 10 or 1 in 100. But any other normal used car follows the law of depreciation, right? But COVID defied the law of depreciation for many people, right? And so, if I were just to look at it, like you said, data-wise, the data doesn't make sense. That's quirky. Why is used cars going up? But it makes sense because there was no new inventory.
Something going on,
Right? So you have to dig more and more until it makes sense.